a fan of the colors based on your creature.
I'm still playing yellow.
I'll wait to see what creature I get before I pick a color.
You could randomly shuffle them too, right? So.
Okay, so the only you pretty much have gone over the rules yourself.
Yep, twice.
And you okay?
How do you play?
If you want to put the elements out for me, that would be helpful.
They're in this bag.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the
As far as I'm
elements?
concerned, give me one of those cards, and I'll randomly select one.
Yeah,
And that way I
that's
don't have
what
to
I'm
choose it.
Okay. Just about like every other Euro game out there. Victory points.
I'll let you pick one. And I'll pick one.
We'll cover the
specifics
specifics about each creature at the end. So the first thing that we need to cover is in a 4-player game, you get 5 cylinders, 45 cubes, and all of your dominance cones.
Oh, it could have been the mammals again.
Let me ask, does somebody want to be the arachnids?
I don't really care
I really
what
don't
I
like
play.
being the arachnids, honestly. I hate them. I hate being them.
How many times have you played this game, Eric?
A couple times. No, I only played the arachnids one time. I just don't even. I don't like being them.
4 players, how many action pawns do we get?
5.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
You get
Oh, no,
5 to
I'm
start
thinking
with.
of cones. You get 10 cones, maybe?
You get
or-
as many as there are in the bag. There's no limit.
No, I thought it said at the start.
You can be dominant in any number of regions. That's all
Right.
those cones are for. It's marked dominance.
Right.
45 cubes.
45 cubes. All right. Anytime that the game refers to an animal, it's your card. Anytime it refers to a species, that is a cube. Action pawns, dominance cones. Okay? Every one of these terrain tiles is a part of Earth when it's placed on the board. These little discs here are elements. The elements can only exist in one of 3 places. Either on the board, which will help you choose your actions, on one of the corners of a tile of Earth, or it will be on your animal card. This is the food chain. It's very important. Monkeys are at the top. Insects are at the bottom. This will never change. It will always stay this way.
Always.
Desert monkeys are mean.
I have that as the quote on my. That's a hilarious one. They're all like, Rick, go to the desert. Stop them in the desert.
Why aren't you putting them like right up here?
Because then you can't see them where they go.
There must be some fancy
played it
glasses
twice.
you got
What's wrong
there.
with
Well,
you?
I mean, man. I should be able to do this from memory,
There will be a
right?
starting setup. Each one of us will have 2 cubes in one space, and then 1 in each of the adjacent spaces, not counting the center. The center is going to start with a tundra tile on it. Whenever a tundra tile gets placed on top of a terrain tile, tundra takes precedence. Whatever it was is now gone. It's tundra. There's 3 basic sections to the game. There's the where we're going to go in turn and place our action pawns on this menu. Then once we're done with that, we'll go down the menu and each action pawn will activate something. And then we have a reset phase, a record keeping phase at the end. Then wash, rinse, repeat. Action pawns can only be placed in this menu. Each one of these little eyeball icons is where you can place the action pawns. You have a cheat sheet right here about what every one of these things does.
Definitely refer back to that often.
Yes, frequently.
It's not as complicated as you might think. It's just that the interactions are very complicated.
Correct. We're going to have an initiative order to start the game. The initiative order is going to be the reverse of the food chain. Okay, so you're actually going to be first. You're going to take one action pawn, you're going to place it in an available spot, then the next person up the food chain, or sorry, up the initiative order, and then so on. Once that's done, we'll start at the top. You start at the top, and then you go left to right inside of each one of those menu choices. The first one is initiative. If somebody places in the initiative, their initiative marker goes up by one space, so they displace who's ever in front of them, they switch. And then they take their action pawn and they can place it in any one remaining location that they want. So they will get another action out of it, but they get last choice. Adaptation. The first player will choose one of the 4 elements there and add it to their animal card. The second player will then choose one of the 3 remaining, and the third player will choose one of the 2 remaining. Regression. Now it's important to talk about the reset phase. During the reset phase, this board's going to be modified a little bit. You see these little arrows where things are going to slide around. Mm-hmm. During the reset phase, these are all, any remaining elements here are going to be pushed down into the regression box.
Okay.
Anything that's in the regression box is going to be removed from anyone's animal that has a matching element. So, for example, if both of these grass elements were in the regression box when we come up to it, and you have a grass element that's a disc, these may never be taken away, the pre-printed ones. Each type, so even though there's 2 grass, you only lose 1 because it matches it. It's a type. It's not per disc. So anybody who has grass would lose 1. By placing an action pawn here, that allows you to be safe from losing 1 element or 1 disc off of your animal. That's what that does. Abundance. Abundance, you can place any one of your choice onto any available corner of Earth. And this is playable. That's a playable location. Okay. It doesn't have to be at a point where to attach. It can be on any one. Second player will do the same thing and so on. Again, you see the lines during the reset phase. These things will be pushed down to the wasteland box, so for the first turn we don't have to worry about wasteland. But in future turns, if you place your action pawn there, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to remove a token from that box and put it back in the bag. And that's going to be important because anything that remains there, any elements that remain there, element types that is, are then removed if they are adjacent to a tundra. So if sun was there in the wasteland box, then this one gets yanked. But if you place here, you can remove 1, so you can save yourself. Or you can block somebody. Depletion. And again, this is the second slide, so for the first 2 rounds, depletion won't come into play. But depletion, whatever's in there, you can choose. So if this makes it all the way down, and you take that action, you can remove 1 element of any type that's in there from the board anywhere you want. Glaciation.
The nuclear ice bomb.
You get to place a tundra tile. When you